ask them to connect.
Send the link.
Link or we send the link. It will be open live, na?
Yes, sure.
How will you control it?
Back camera.
You will
Back
put a back camera and you control it. Sit here. Yeah, come inside.
Come go. Hey. Kunda.
No, not like this. Like this. Yeah, if you put like this, it will come. Is it on? Is it live?
It is live.
Somebody joined, huh? Or else you sit front.
লাইভ চলছে তিনজন আসছে
Anyone ask me question? When you want to ask question? Huh? This is your brightness. Light is not enough.
It is enough.
Okay. Check whether it is live is on.
Yes,
Audio is okay. You can check it. Audio is okay.
Yes.
Anybody want to ask question? You can ask. Don't make noise. Okay. Hindi. If your English will improve, try to ask the question in Butler English. No problem. Hey, where is the colors? I gave you many, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's inside. Okay.
Huh?
Yes? Can you hear me? Come inside. Can you hear me?
Ma'am, audio is not clear.
Voice is not clear. You go outside and check. Is it working? The light is on? Okay. Now battery is low. No. Is it okay? Now can you hear? Blur. Screen is blur. Okay now. Okay. You watch from this light also you on all the lights. Okay. Better? Quality is better. Okay, tell the absent students at least to join in live. Because I cannot repeat, it's a very, very important topic. Okay? Huh? Today we will see about the brain. So, whenever you are studying anatomy, you should understand that what is the development. We have seen where the blood is coming, how the blood is developed. It is called erythropoiesis. When the baby is inside the womb, how the erythropoiesis in the 3 months where the blood is produced. When 6 months where it is produced. 9 months only 4. Till then various organs are helping to produce the erythropoiesis. Right? the brain also, how it is developed. For example, you can see egg and the ova. Egg and the ova is sperm. Egg and the sperm. How many cells are there?
2 cells.
It is the 2 cell. What is the name of this 2 cell? It is called the zygote. Clear? This zygote and what is the chromosomes are present there? Male possess what chromosome? Female possess what chromosome? What is the XY is the men is the men. Men is the determining what is the baby, right? So either it is XY is what baby, XX is what baby. What is baby? This is a female and the male. So when it is joining, if the woman is having the menstruation on the 1st January, menstruation. So maybe she has a 5-day cycle or 3-day cycle. So the 14th day it may be coming. But we priorly had a sexual contact. The lifespan of the 72 hours, here only 42 to 48 hours. Yes. So that the woman had previously sexual intercourse 2 days before. Also, sperm will be live. Sperm will be live. So when is her next period may come? 31st or the 1st February it will be coming. So within these days, there is a union of sperm. Everything is happening place. And then 14th day or something, the brain is started to develop. It is a form of notochord. First it is forming as a notochord. Notochord is forming. This is the ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. What is that?
Ectoderm.
You know, no. It is a zygote, 4-cell stage, morula, blastocyst, then will be the baby. Blastocyst. Then what is forming? Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Then will be neural plate will be forming. So next stage, in this plate, in this tube, there will be another color you can see, like a neural tube slowly it is started to form. So the next stage, it is curving. So what's happening? The neural tube, it's like it's called groove, neural groove. This is called notochord. This is called notochord. This is called neural plate. Then it is a neural groove. Then from the neural groove, what's happening? The next stage of neural groove, totally it is forming as a neural tube. You can see only it's forming like a neural tube. So now the brain is developing in the neural tube. So what's happening in this time? What's happening? This is the time if the woman taking some of the tablets, corrosive tablet, some exposure to X-rays or any rays, what will happen? Child will be born with a mild mental retardation. Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear. So this is the 14th day when it is joining, and within the 16th day, when the period is missing, she will be confusing. By the time notochord is formed, any defect affecting the notochordal gene, there will be a genetic defect will be in the brain development. Are you understanding? Clear? So this is about the then each cells are generating the newer cells. So the first thing form is called the neural tube. What it is called? It is called the neural tube. So this neural tube, from the forming, it is bulging the upper portion it is bulging. Prosencephalon. The cells are degenerating and it is, are you drawing with me? Are you drawing? Yes, come inside. Are you draw with me? Draw. I will check your notebook. Please draw with me. This is called prosencephalon. Mesencephalon, cephalon. This become the forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. What is it becoming? Becoming forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So, if you see the next picture, the prosencephalon, again it is bulging into one more proportion. Yes, coming. Bronchocephalon, mesencephalon. In the prosencephalon, you think that there is a one beautiful lady called Diana. Diana is there. Everybody will be looking at Diana, right or not? You can remember that in the telescopic, it's called telencephalon, and this area is called the diencephalon. So this is called telencephalon. This is called diencephalon. This round part is called diencephalon. This is called mesencephalon and the lobes. Now, how the brain is becoming? Further, it is modifying. This is the diencephalon. This is the midbrain. Pons, medulla, spinal cord. Then this is pons, medulla, spinal cord. This is diencephalon. This is telencephalon. These all, yes. This is cerebral cortex. This is cerebellum. This is called cerebellum. First thing, we have seen the development of brain. Development of brain. Yes, coming in embryonic stage. Embryonic life development, right? From the neural tube. What's happening? Like this. Look into it. Are you all listening?
Yes.
From the notochord, neural curve, then neural tube is developing within 16th day of the pregnancy. When sex is determined when the day union of sperm and the ovum. The mother is crying in the bed till the delivery. No Durga, no Kali, no Murga can change the sex. It is determined when the chromosomes are mixing. That's called the sex determination. How it is determined? XX chromosomes are the female, XY chromosomes are the male babies. Okay, the neural tube, very important anatomical application. If any woman is it light is on? Blue light is on.
It is audible. Check.
This is the two light, mic light should be on. It is not on, nobody can hear it. You not punch it. It should see that.
Okay.
Otherwise you cannot hear it. Now you on the mic, another mic is not on.
Why is this?
How to on here? Back. Okay. Spinal cord. Spinal cord. SP. Listening to me? So the neural tube form in the 16th day. Before that, if any woman, you check whether these two lights are on. If two lights are on, I am audible in the video. Otherwise, I am not audible. So the neural tube is forming. So you, as whatever you are a lab technician or anybody, you are X-ray technician, you have to avoid the young woman going for X-rays and other things. If a pregnant woman going, the first thing will happen to the mild mental retardation. If also you have to ask if she is taking any TB drugs or anything, she has to consult with the doctor, otherwise it will affect the neural tube. So 16th day it is forming the neural tube. Either the woman is sleeping or eating, not sleeping, each chromosomes, each genes will be doing its own job. We have seen in that genetical exchange, chiasma, that is all pairing, chiasma, synopsis, exchange of genetical material. So once they exchange, already forming, mixing, there is a new form of a baby is forming if the mother is eating or not sleeping, even not eating, even mother is not taking a calcium, it will take the calcium from the bones of the longer bones of the mother, the baby will born very healthy. So your advice is you have to tell them to not to expose to any X-rays. Folic acid is very important. If any woman trying to get pregnant immediately after marriage, give them folic acid tablet to take for 3 months so that you can prevent the neural tube defect. If any neural tube defect, our brain is from here to the end. So what will happen? Neural tube defect. Neural tube, the groove, the closing will not be there. So what will happen? When the baby born, it will be exposed. If the baby is like this neural tube defect brain will be coming out. Okay, brain will be coming out. So what will happen? This baby will be alive for some times and will be dying. Right? So this is called the neural tube defect of the baby. So this is very careful. This is the applied anatomy. During the brain development, you must have to be very careful. Then see how the generations are coming. Prosencephalon becoming a telencephalon and the diencephalon. Afterwards, rhophencephalon and then mesencephalon becoming the pons and medulla. Rhophencephalon again will become the cerebellum, hindbrain, right? Or pons, medulla and hindbrain it's becoming. So it is changing, it's coming. How it is this picture? It is the cut section of the brain. How to cut section? I am standing here and cutting the brain like this. Clear? What is the side section of the brain? If I am standing here, this is the side portion of the brain. Clear? What is the front? Front we have two hemispheres. We have the two hemispheres. This is the frontal portion of the brain. Here is called the cerebellum. Are you understanding? Cerebellum. This is
this area is a sensory area and the motor area, this the frontal area. Clear? This is the one section of the brain as a whole. If I cut the brain, first we will see here what is present here. It is the nucleus are present here. Okay? The brain is composed of lot of neurons. What is the structure of neuron? How the neurons will be there? You know, you have seen neurons? Huh? You have seen dendrites? Huh? Axon, myelin sheath? Huh? You have seen the neurons? Huh? Then will be the nucleus. What is this called? This is the nucleus. The neurons there are different types, 4 different types of the neuron. Pseudoneuron, bipolar neuron, multipolar neuron. So, what is bipolar neuron? Bipolar neuron, the dendrites, what it is doing? What it is doing? Multipolar neuron, multiple dendrites are there. Clear? These dendrites are collecting the information. The bipolar neuron you can see in the sensory organs. What is sensory organs? What is sensory organs? Eye, nose, 5 senses, taste. These are all called the sensory organs. Clear? So these are called bipolar neuron. What is multiple neuron? Multiple neuron, where it is found? It is in the brain. Brain is fully are connected. You imagine this is like a rat. You have seen rat? You have seen rat? You have seen rat? Huh? Yes. It is like rat and the tail. This is like a tail. These are arranged in this area. In this area, these are called the nucleus. Clear? And the tails are like this. No nucleus. No nucleus. So this is called form the cerebral cortex. This is all cerebral cortex. Fully nucleus are there. It is called grey matter. Clear or not? Grey matter. This no nucleus or white matter. But when I cut the brain, there is a inside bulk of nucleoli is present. The bunch of the black color is coming. For example, I have the 8th cranial nerve and retina. You should know what is retina. What is retina? Retina is a 2nd cranial nerve. What is retina? What is cranial nerve? Olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear, trigeminal. Okay, I will come to that 8 cranial nerves. This is the only cranial nerve you can visualize through ophthalmoscope. Clear? You must understand where the retina is developing. The retina is coming in the 4th week of pregnancy. What is the week of pregnancy? 4th week of pregnancy. Mother even not clear because she has an irregular period, may not be clear. By the time there is a diencephalon, there is a pouch like outpouch will be coming from the both side. Disc like appearance are coming. In the disc like appearance, there is a nerve cells are started. These nerve cells are called retina. Understanding? This retina, its protruding eye is developing for the baby. So, when there is the eyes are developing, there is the retina. You know, this is the eye. This is eye. There is a nerve. That is the optic nerve. Right? Optic nerves are coming out. When this optic nerve bulge, all nerves are having the nucleus. If all nerves having the nucleus, the color will be grey in color, not a white in color. blackish grayish color. So these ophthalmic tract are passing in the cortex, middle of the cortex. What are the nerve? These kind of a cranial nerves. What is this nerve? Cochlea. Cochlea is present in the ear. Structural, functional unit of hearing is called cochlea. There is a vestibulocochlear nerve. All are passing through the deep portion of the brain. In the deep portion of the brain is called the diencephalon. Is present. So when I cut the brain, inside the white matter, there is a bulk of nucleoli is present. That is called a gray matter. Kind of a gray matter present in the white matter. Are you understanding? That is called nuclei. Nucleus is not there. Nuclei. It's a plural. Bulk of nucleus are present. It is called the nuclei. Are you understanding? Yes. So that is why retina is started. Then the optic also will be started, but it is not seen. These nerves are cannot seen. Only retina can be seen through the ophthalmoscope through your eye producing the light. Only one cranial nerve we can see is called the optic, not oculomotor or anything. Okay. So what's happening? So that is one. Now the head is there, rat tail is down, rat head all in the cortex are forming what? Are forming the gray matter. The tails are calling the white matter. Clear? All this coming here, what it is doing? When it is coming to the bones and medulla, they will be crossed with each other. They are crossed with each other. This crossed each other region, it is known as reticular formation. What is it is called? Reticular formation. So, how it is looks? When I cut my spinal cord, you know how the spinal cord will be looks like? The spinal cord. When I cut my spinal cord, here will be white matter will be inside, gray matter will be outside. Oh, sorry. Gray matter will be inside, white matter will be outside. Why it is happening? Because it is forming inside. So what's happening in the cerebral cortex? I am 55-year-old. I may not find out I have a severe blood pressure. Suddenly, my blood vessels are broken in the cerebral cortex of the left side. My hand, right side only will be affected. Right side. Why? Because the nerves are crossing with each other in the bones and medulla oblongata. Clear? So that's only if your right brain is affected, your left hand is affected. If it is your right hand is affected, left brain is, it is just like opposite, it is affected. Once it is exchanged like this, that's why it will be like opposite. Inside will be dark, outside will be light, because nucleus are getting exchanged. Clear? So, what is brain? The biggest portion of the brain is called the cerebral cortex. What is the biggest? Cerebral cortex. It is 90% of the brain is the cerebral cortex. How the water has come? Are you drawing? Okay. This is the forebrain. This is the forebrain. This is the midbrain. This is the hind brain. This is called cerebellum. Behind the spinal cord, this is called the spinal cord. Now, this is the side view of the brain. I removed it. When I am cutting the brain, this is the structure. This is the structure when we are cutting this brain. This is called corpus callosum. The bigger corpus callosum is nothing but this corpus callosum is connecting. There is kind of a white neural tissue which is connecting the two lobes of the brain. Two lobes is connected by the corpus callosum. In the corpus callosum, it is connecting. Here you could see this. When I cut the brain, there is a flower like a structure. You can see. What is this flower like a portion? What is the flower like a portion? What is this? Cerebellum. Okay. When I cut, you can see pons very small in this pons. Then this is the cut section of the brain. So, what is this? This lobe is called the frontal lobe. This is the parietal lobe. This is the occipital lobe. What is the lobe of the brain? Are you drawing? This is called frontal lobe. This is called temporal. This area is called the temporal lobe. This is pons. This is cerebellum. This is spinal cord. You cannot see the midbrain. Midbrain is very small. In this section you cannot see the midbrain. Pons only little shown means it's a middle little you can see the midbrain. Then here like a small structure is there. Who is the name? Cut. This is called hypothalamus. This is called hypothalamus. Then pituitary you cannot see. Hypothalamus means pituitary may be small portion. You can put on small pineal gland is also present. This is called pituitary. Are you understanding? Now, you can see the areas of the brain. We have seen this picture. We will see clearly different lobes of the brain. This is the cut section of the brain. Now we will see the different lobes of the brain and areas of the brain. Areas of the brain. What are all the areas of the brain? First area is the frontal lobe. Then in the frontal lobe there is an area you can see this is the parietal lobe. This is the occipital lobe. This is the cerebellum. This is the temporal lobe. There is a lobe called temporal lobe. Are you all drawing with me? here, and we can write the different area of the brain. Here you can see cerebellum. Now we will mark the areas of the brain. This is one area, frontal area. This is called the frontal lobe, temporal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, cerebellum, pons, medulla, spinal cord. Are you drawing with me? Okay. Now please mark the area. This is area number 3, area number 2. This is motor cortex, somato-motor area, sensory area. Sensory area, motor area. Occipital lobe, number 6. I will tell you what are all what. Then in the parietal, that's 7. This area is a hearing area, is a 5. Here is a 4. Area number 1.
Now what is this? This is medulla spinal cord.
Medulla oblongata. Are you all drawing? The area number 1 you can write. That is the area for concentration and thinking, all from the cerebral cortex. Write down. Area number 1 separately write. 1. Separately write. 1. Write. Concentrating, planning, problem solving. In the area itself, 2. Broca's area. Broca's area or else speech area. Not only your tongue is responsible for speech. If any defect in the brain, you cannot speak. Speech area. Otherwise, it's called the Broca's area. Broca's area. What is this area? Here. What is this area? Can anyone guess? 3. Area for smell. Area for smell. What is this area? It is here. Area for hearing. What is this area? Parietal lobe. Area for language. Reading, language. You are picking up language very fast. Your reading, studying language area is very good. Write down. I will ask what are all the areas now. What is this area? Vision area, occipital lobe, vision. What is this area? What is this 8th area? In the cerebellum. Coordination. Otherwise, how will I walk? I will be walk like this. I drunk like this. Right or not? When the people are drinking, cerebellum is for the balance and the coordination. I walk like this, its cerebellum is good. Otherwise, I will be walking like this. Right? Okay. Can you repeat with me? What are all the areas? What are all the areas? What is this? Frontal lobe. In this, what is this? Concentration, thinking, problem solving, reasoning. Why madam? Why madam? You are asking. That's all in the frontal area. Frontal lobe. 90% of the brain consists of the biggest lobe. Frontal lobe. What is this area? Speech area, otherwise called Broca's area. You can manage. What is this area? Area for smell. What is this area? Motor area, sensory area. Come here, one person come. What is sensory motor area? Come, chota wala, come. See what I am going to, if what I am doing, I am pinching, okay. For example, punishment, I am going to beat him. What it will do? He is showing me. Suddenly he will be removing it. He knows the first beat is very heavy. Second beat he will be removing. Why? Because when I pinch him, this information by the nerve tract, it is taking to the sensory area of the brain. Next will be motor, voluntary movement, involuntary movement. All will. Involuntary movement will happen in the eyelashes. One dust is coming, you yourself do not know. Your eyelash will be closed before you know. Right or not? These are voluntary, your motor area. Clear? Okay. Now, cerebellum. What is happening? Can you close your eyes? And 1 minute. You have to touch your fingers. Close your eyes. Touch your forefinger. You see. How did he do? Even I do. First it will come, next only it will come. That is called the coordination. Doctor will be checking. And then you will be can you see?
Yes.
Yes. Can you move?
Yes.
That will be the movement of the eyes. The concentration. How it is. What is this? Thinking. Glasgow-Goma scale. Any problem in his brain? How much? 2. What is the time? Time he will tell, morning madam, evening madam, he understand. He is not a cloudy of consciousness. It will not, brain is functioning properly. That is the function test, Glasgow coma concentration test we are doing. Clear or not? Then I want to, you resist, okay? If I am going to hit him, what will he do? He will resist. Right or not? Otherwise what will happen? Okay, I am suddenly going to hit him. Immediately his eyes closing, he will resist. Okay, this is called coordination. Cerebellum is functioning. Otherwise what will happen? When I hit him, when I put him, he is not beating himself. See, this fellow not beating, but he is having coordination. If a drunkard beat him, it will be coming. So this one. So what happening? When I pinch one nerve, it's like a kind of, this is called peripheral nerve. These nerves are there in the brain, is a central nerve. So what's happening? When this peripheral nerve, information taken there into the system, then will be motor area will be functioning. Immediately will remove or resist or do anything, will be doing. So this is the main function. This is called neural tract. Ascending tract, descending tract. They are taking the information through the spinal cord. Suddenly something happened. This fellow had fall down. Sudden cut. What happened? This area behind, there is no sensation for this boy. He will be talking nicely. He cannot move this one. All the nerves are passing from this area. Foramen. There will be foramina will be there, will be opening will be there. The nerves are passing. If you cut, there was one patient came to the hospital. He's a very body fellow. When there is a building fall down here, very strength fellow, but the body is not functioning. The nerve cells can be corrected. Nerve cells can be do surgery. Do surgery here? No, what surgery will do? Nerve damage is a permanent damage. Nerve cells are permanent cells. Heart cells are permanent cells. Once it die, it cannot. So you must take care of yourself when you are working in any place. You have to protective equipment. You have to travel or you are lifting. You have to balance your body and everything you have to do. So here, once I pinch this fellow, what's happening? One information go to this area. One information will go to his cerebellum. 2 copy. You are making assignment, you give 1 copy to me, 1 copy to you. Right or not? So, can you close your eyes? Can you touch your ear? Touch your head? Yes. Even you are unconsciously, you know where is your head, all these things. Because 1 copy is there in the cerebellum. 2 information, 1 information going, 1 information here. Understand? Then the cerebellum is for the coordination. Anyone is called resisting. See, he is resisting. That means cerebellum is good. If the cerebellum, functions of cerebellum, the cerebellum is called the mini brain. What is the brain? Mini brain. What is called second brain? Second brain is your digestive system. Is called the second brain, somatic system. Then you will be feeling happy. So I will tell you. This is understood about cerebellum, cerebrum. Thank you. Area of the brain, you understand? Area of the brain. Why the somatic system? Why that is second brain is the digestive system? I got out in the flight. In a Bankura, Vandagaram airport, I got down. I had some roti, some aloo roti, I had it. Then, I don't know, this means I know sensation. I couldn't see, Hare Baba, Ruku Ruku, something is doing in my stomach, something. I can't understand what is the feeling. That is called the somatic senses. I can't feel it. Somatic senses. When I opened Bankura, it came, that fellow did not think it is a gadi. He think it is a flight. The car is flying in the road, not running in the road. It is flying so fast. Already I can't explain my language, he will not understand. So when I opened the door, I fully vomited. I ate only 2 porota. It is like coming this much all this material. After I ate this much, all the liquid. But afterwards, I felt very happy. Very, very happy. I washed my mouth, brushed my teeth, drink some water. I am very happy. Why? Because called digestive systems is called the second brain. It knows that you can't sense it. Somatic senses there. That is the nervous system in the brain. I will explain how these somatic senses are working. Now we are seeing only how the development of the brain. You have seen the development. One cells are becoming another cell. Prosencephalon becoming a diencephalon and diencephalon. Mesencephalon becoming the midbrain. And prophencephalon becoming the hindbrain and the spinal cord. Are you understanding? From the notochord, neural groove, neural tube, it is forming. Afterwards, what's happening? How the gray matters are coming, because every neuron, there are millions and millions of neurons are connected with each other. What is your name? Your name? Rapis. Okay. Rapis, any simple name which will I enter into my mouth?
Rikta Banu.
Rikta Banu. When I call Rikta Banu, suddenly she is hearing. That means she takes the senses and my name told. Suddenly is turning. So how many nerves within a minute it is functioning? When I will ask you the question. I put up the question, not Rita Banu tell, then she will be thinking. I just put up the question. The brain is developed from. Then I look at everybody. Then everybody brain will be, many nerves are functioning. It's like a lighting. Clear? So it is functioning. So millions and millions of nerves are connected with each other. That is why brain is having the multipolar nerves. Multipolar, not a bipolar is a sensory, pseudopolar is the multipolar. Multipolar is the brain nerve cells or the multipolar. Many nerves are connected with each other. Clear? Okay. So, and then that is why this is called the grey matter and the white matter. The head of the rat is forming the grey matter, tail of the rat is forming the white matter. They are called the cerebral cortex. Cerebral cortex is the biggest portion of the brain. 80% of the brain is composed of cerebral cortex. Remaining 20% of the brain are the midbrain, pons, medulla, oblongata, spinal cord. Biggest area. It is in a two form. It is a 2 lobes. When you can see the goat brain, you can separate the goat brain. Right? And this connection between the 2 lobes are connected by the white material that is called the corpus callosum. Corpus callosum, and then this is called the thalamus. This area, this is corpus callosum, thalamus. In the thalamus, there is a small small, maybe my nail shape, 9 gram of the one important gland is present. That is called hypothalamus. From the hypothalamus, there is the 2 glands. Important one is there. That's called the pituitary. That is the anterior pituitary, posterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary, all the hormones are secreted. Posterior pituitary, oxytocin and ADH is secreted. That is endocrine system, we will see clearly. What is hormone? But they are the master of the master gland is called the hypothalamus. Master gland is called the pituitary. My hypothalamus is affected by my environment, mood and the situation. My daughter was telling, I am not getting periods. She got menstruation in Tamil Nadu. She has shifted her studies in Bangalore, Karnataka. Totally that environment is different, situation is different. I told her after 6 months it will be okay. Don't go for that. Don't go. Immediately my period's not coming. I go all the tests. Nothing. Do exercise. Your endorphin will be secreting. Do sleeping nicely. Serotonin will be separating. You do something help. Epinephrine. All the. You do achieve something. I always set the goal, only 6,000 walking, but 10,000 I will walk. Every time my mobile, your goal is achieved, So you do some small achievement. You are afraid for the test. You focus the test. One time you write, it is the internal test. Right or wrong, I am going to repeat it. Once, I also wrote the test. I also got some mark. I thought I will be fail mark, at least nearby fail. Okay, that is the achievement. Once you are achievement, epinephrine, these are all the happy hormones are secreting. All the hormones control is there in the hypothalamus. Hormones are called the chemical messenger. It is going and attacking the target cells. Then it will manipulate our body. That's what I told you. One girl came and cried with me. She is not getting menstruation at the age of 23, 24. All her younger sister got. She might be very happy. Every month I no need to change my pad. But everything, uterus is perfect. Scan is perfect. Hypothalamus, something wrong. Follicular stimulating hormone is not secreting. How can I do with the hypothalamus? I can't do anything. That's why God created the human being very beautifully. He put some formula. Millions of people are coming every day. 1 lakh children throughout the world. 1 lakh children, 1 lakh design, 1 lakh face cut. Could you imagine how it is nicely? It is all by the formula. Our body is a machine. Some theories are telling it is a machine. Yes, some people, Chinese theories are telling yin yang theory. It is the internal melu and the external melu. Internal environment. Some women are not getting pregnant. Her woman is always, body is very heat. She is eating only chicken, eating very, very hot food, not a cold food, not keeping yourself body cold. Then only your egg and sperm will be joining together, bring the baby. Your hypothalamus will be happy. Your body is heat. White discharge will come, continuous white discharge. Coming uterus cancer cells will be affected. Your cells will be, endometrium cancer will come, endometrial cancer. So, naturally, you have to take a natural good food. Not always drinking a chaya is having nothing, muri is having nothing, aloo is having nothing. You take some dates some amla, dates some honey, eat some nuts. Little you eat, you will be healthy and energetic. People will be asking, I am always energetic. I am always energetic. So that is, I am very happy doing something. I am teaching. It's not my discipline to teach. In my place, I can sit and sign. I voluntarily asked. For these many courses are there. I am well-known person to take anatomy. I am coming. Nothing, they are not giving me extra. But I am very happy. I am touching life of the students. Clear? That's giving me happiness. Everybody will have something. Painting, drawing, or only walking, exercise, cycling. Set a goal. and it will be, hypothalamus will be getting stimulated. Don't go, I don't have a periods madam, don't go and check with that. Clear? Doctor, and they immediately give some hormonal, it will affect the normal hormonal cycle. Okay, now you could understand why it is a gray matter, why it is a white matter, why in a spinal cord will be opposite. White matter outside, gray matter inside, because of reticular formation. There is the exchange of the nerves forming the network. This network is called the reticular formation. What is called nucleoli? Nucleoli is in the deeper portion of the brain. There is a bulk of nuclei is present in the diencephalon, that is called nucleoli. Nucleus is a singular, nucleoli is the plural. Reticular formation, then cerebrum, cerebellum, then you have seeing the cut portion, cut section, star like a structure is a cerebellum, and then it is corpus callosum connecting thalamus, then will be pineal body, there is a pineal body is present, then pituitary, the hypothalamus and pituitary. Pituitary is a dot, this is the hypothalamus. This is called the hypothalamus.
What about pineal gland?
Pineal gland, it is secreting some kind of a hormone. Pineal body, it is like a small dot, like your mustard seed like a size. That is a kind of a gland that is secreting some kind of the hormone which is helpful for the sleeping. Okay, so many hormones are secreted from the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is the master of master gland. Pituitary is called the master gland. They are responsible. This is the lobe. Lobe of the brain, frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, temporal lobe. Then the areas of the brain, area of the speech. This one is a thinking, frontal area. That is for the area for concentration, area for thinking, area for reasoning. And then this is a Broca's area, area for the speech. Your tongue is nice, but somewhere it is affected, your speech will not be coming because your brain is affected. Your ear is good, your cochlear is good, but I hit somewhere, my brain temporal area is affected. The nerve impulses coming from cochlear cannot be sensed because brain is dead. You will conductive hearing loss, completely stop the hearing loss. Permanent deafness will be coming. So this is about the temporal lobe. 5 area is the temporal area, right? And then this one area is for the studying. Area number 7, language, studying will be there. This area for vision, occipital lobe 6 is the area for vision. Area for coordination. Okay. Then area for smell. So smell here, vision here. This is area for hearing. Are you understanding? This is called the areas of the brain. Why? Next you have to see the brain is the organ, it is viable, and each lobe there is some cavities are present. Brain is covered by, how the brain is covered? How the brain is covered? If the baby is having a brain here, this is the baby's brain. How it is covered? What is the coverings of the brain? How many coverings? Dura matter, arachnoid matter, pia matter, right or not? Dura matter, arachnoid matter, pia matter. This is a cerebrospinal fluid. Clear or not? This is called cerebrospinal fluid. Dura matter, arachnoid matter, pia matter. Between arachnoid there is a called the cerebrospinal fluid. Circle of Willis, the blood circulation of the brain is floating in the cerebrum. Okay madam, where these brains are coming? That each lobe are connected with each other. In this lobe there is some cavities are present. That cavities are called ventricles. That cavities are called the ventricles. You have to write short notes of the ventricles of the brain. The definition of ventricles, there is the cavities in the between the lobes forms. This cavity is called the ventricle. Third ventricle, fourth ventricle, second ventricle, all these things. So these ventricles are having some, what is that? What is present in that one? Production of cerebrospinal fluid. And it is where it is secreted, where it is absorbed. For example, you might have seen sometimes the baby born with hydrocephalus. Here, cerebrospinal fluid is secreted from the fourth ventricle. Here, ventricles, and I will draw the picture. Choroid plexus. The cell's name is called choroid plexus of the epithelial cells, or secreting the cerebrospinal fluid. Your question will be coming. Short notes on cerebrospinal fluid. Then, in this space, arachnoid villi is present. In that, arachnoid will be absorbing the cerebrospinal fluid. If there is any obstruction in the ventricles, the head will be enlarged. So what do? They do put a shunt from the ventricles. They will take the fluid, put it into the superior vena cava, come to the heart, right atrium. They will put the fluid. Then slowly the head will be coming to normal. You might have seen some baby will be born with a hydrocephalus. You can see the nerves and all. Right? Okay. Now we will see the ventricles of the brain. Now you can see the ventricles, how the ventricles are there. What is ventricles? Cavities. Cavities. Between the lobes there is a cavity. Correct or not? Cavities are present. If the lungs are there, lungs is covered by the pleural cavity is present, no? Pleura is the covering of the lungs. When there is a pleural cavity, there is a fluid is present. Pleural fluid. When the heart is there, pericardium, fluid is there. What is called? Pericardial fluid. Infection of the pericardial fluid. Pericarditis. Infection brings, pericarditis brings increased amount of the fluid. That's called pericardial effusion. Increased amount of the fluid in the pericardium. Pericardial effusion. Infection in the meninges of the brain. You take the spinal cord L3, L4, withdraw the fluid, check for the test. They will tell meningitis, Kernic's signs. There are two particular signs are there for the meningitis. Meningococcal meningitis. Some of the organisms causing the brain infection, brain fever, stiffness of the neck, death. When you killing a sign, when make the patient lie down, when you flex the knee, pain in the neck, that's called meningitis. Symptoms of meningitis. Yes. What are you doing here? These ventricles, madam, why these are having the fluid? If there is no fluid, heart is functioning. You are sleeping, heart is sleeping. It's not sleeping. If heart is sleeping, you sleep permanently. If brain is sleeping, no problem. Brain need a sleep. Sometimes to be brain to be rest, to be wake up and nicely. So heart is functioning, so it should be viable, na? Otherwise, what will happen? Always it will be dry. What will happen? Dry. Brain will get dry. So God has made some epithelial. We have seen the cell and tissue. Some of the, what is called epithelium? Epithelial cells are the structural cells which has got the nucleus, it has got the base, it is tightly arranged. Some cells, epithelial cells tightly arranged form the glands. These glands secrete. What is the function of epithelial cells? Secretory function, productive function, insulatory function, right? Absorption function, epithelial cells. That's why here you draw the brain. These ventricles of the brain, are you drawing everybody? Everybody drawing? This is the place from the choroid plexus the fluid is secreted. You see another picture. Hey, don't talk. This is another section of brain. When I cut the brain like this, here is the choroid plexus secreting the fluid. It is coming. It is the third ventricle. This is the third ventricle. This is the fourth ventricle. This is a spinal cord, central portion of the spinal cord. So, the corpus callosum is otherwise called the commissional fibers. Corpus callosum is called commissional fibers. See, there is the anterior and anterior, posterior there are fibers, lateral there are fibers, and these fibers are connecting. So, brain is all side are connected. Okay, the largest portion which is connected, it is called the commissional fibers. Commissional fibers are the connecting to the right and left, they are connecting. There are anterior and posterior, they are connecting. That is called association fiber. This is right and left, the fiber is connecting. It is called corpus callosum. Then anterior and posterior, they are connecting. What is that fiber is called? Association fibers. Okay, what is ventricles of the brain? There is cavities are present in between of the lobes are called the ventricles of the brain. In the ventricles of the brain, from the choroid epithelial cells of the brain of the ventricles are secreting. This is a cut section of the brain, like this section. When I cut like this, it is lobe like this. This is cutting like this. This is a side portion. This is a side portion. Okay. This is the when this choroid plexus of the choroid epithelium are secreting the fluid is called cerebrospinal fluid. These fluids are circulating all the ventricles, keeping the brain very wet and viable, prevent dryness of the brain. And also brain cells are excreting something. Taking oxygen, taking blood, something is excreting. Also, what is the composition of cerebrospinal fluid? That is also one question will be asked, because you are a BMLT students, you should know what is the composition, what is the organic material, what is the inorganic materials are present, sodium, potassium, how many amounts are present, what is the pH of cerebrospinal fluid is a very, very important question, you have to know that. There is what and all rule out from where you will be taking the cerebrospinal fluid. What is that position you take it? It is a C-shaped. You have to bend the person in a C-shape and it will be L3, L4 is the point where you will take the spine needle and take the fluid. That is a procedure they will teach you. That is anatomical importance of the cerebrospinal fluid. Any infections can be ruled out. That is called the meningitis. Some signs, Kernick signs, and one more signs you can identify. There is the infection of the meninges of the brain. There is the coverings of the brain, dura mater, biomatter, arachnoid matter. Between that, there is a fluid is secreted. Arachnoid in the matter, arachnoid villi is present. How in the digestive system we have the villi only absorbing goblet cells are there. That is a kind of epithelial cells. You should know epithelial cells are the main function is absorption. Also production. So one cell of the brain is secreting the cerebrospinal fluid, and in the arachnoid villi of the biomatter it is absorbing the fluid. Any block or the defect that cerebrospinal fluid cannot come out due to some of the congenital defect, it is called the baby will be having the hydrocephalus. Baby will be having a sunken eye. Big, you could see the nerve ending. You could see the nerve. This baby is called the hydrocephalus baby. Then there will be a shunt will be put it, and the shunt will be opening into the right atrium of the heart. That is the main treatment they are giving to the treatment of the hydrocephalus. Better to avoid the consanguineous marriage, you can neural tube defect can be avoided, trisomy will be avoided, Down syndrome will be avoided. So better to marry the different gene, not by the relatives, blood alleles. You are studying about blood alleles, right? There will be a globin chain will be becoming a defect. You will get the sickle cell anemia, another globin chain defect, thalassemia. That is also a congenital defect. Patent diseases, when the baby first cry, there will be a heart valve will be, foramen ovale will be closed. If not closed, that is a patent cardiac disease will be coming. This patent also congenital anomaly affecting the heart, affecting the brain, affecting the spinal cord. There is only one solution. It's a consanguineous marriage, not marry with the relatives. You have to do the genetic counseling to the schools, to the couples who are coming for the test. Before marriage, you have to give the counseling. In a Christianity, we are undergoing a counseling, marriage counseling, to see the different breed, marry with a different breed, means different gene, genetically. You will be different, the same gene, same breed will be coming. It is really affecting our problems with the congenital defects coming, especially heart and brain is affected. When how this techno world, this defective child will survive after your death. There is a big question mark. Killing the child is euthanasia. Euthanasia is prohibited in our country. Even it is, how will you kill the child when the baby born? So prevention is always better. Clear? Then another, this much I have taken. Now functions of cerebellum. What is cerebrum? Cerebrum, what is the functions of cerebrum? Thinking, concentration, problem solving, reasoning. It is the main functions of the cerebrum. Cerebrum functions, I am giving you the notes. 80% of our portion, it is in a form of a two hemisphere. Two hemispheres are joining by the corpus callosum. This is called the commissional fibers. There is an anterior and posterior, it is called associating fibers. And these cerebral cortex having the multipolar nerves are present. These multipolar nerves are connected together and it is forming the neural pathway, that's called the neural track. That's called the neural track. The nerves are ascending track, descending track. When I pinch, it is taking ascending and descending track. It is bringing the motor information. I am just moving it. That's about the cerebral cortex. In the cerebral cortex, the brain has got so many lobes are present. Cells are modifying and then lobes are there. That's the front side is called the frontal lobe. frontal lobe ka back side is a 2 parietal lobe, 2 temporal lobe, 1 occipital lobe, and just behind my spinal cord there is called the mini brain. What is the otherwise called mini brain? Cerebellum. Functions of cerebellum: coordination, balancing. Even in your sleep, first time it will not come, even eye close, then next will be the coordination will be coming. Even you are sleeping, hey, touch your ear, you will be touching. Whenever I pinch, there is a one copy going to the cerebral cortex, another copy is going to the cerebellum. So in your sleep also you can identify where your bodies are present, where is your position, you can identify. Then it is mainly for the coordination. You can walk, you can walk. Otherwise, if cerebellum is affected, you will be like no coordination. You will be like walking like a drunkard who is drinking and walking. Drinking people will affect that. That's why they cannot coordinate with you. That is the one. Then you have to know what is nucleoli. What is nucleoli? What is called diencephalon? You have to know about what is called reticular formation. Small, what is the lobes of the brain? You draw the lobes of the brain and write the areas of the brain and you write the function. That is called the functions of the brain. You can write the functions of the brain, functions of cerebrum, functions of cerebral cortex, functions of mini brain, and the areas of the brain and the function. In the area itself telling what is the function. I am speaking nicely, some Broca's area is affected, my tongue is good, but I cannot speak. If something happens, somebody will be slapping, suddenly my temporal area, that's why people will tell, don't beat anybody in the slap on this one, so they may become deaf or the dumb. Okay, this is the area of the brain. And what is the ventricles of the brain? Each lobes are having some spaces are there. This space are called the ventricles. In the ventricles, what is some fluid is secreting. It is secreting from the epithelial cells. The name of the epithelial cells are called the choroid plexus. Plexus, choroid plexus. Choroid plexus. I have given you notes, 5 mark answer. Choroid plexus, where there is a secretion is called the cerebrospinal fluid. Then it is secreted from this cerebral cortex coming to the third ventricle, coming to the fourth ventricle, and it is going to the arachnoid villi and it is getting absorbed. So epithelial cells are absorbing function also, secretory function. So it is secreted, it is absorbed. Any infection you can rule out by the cerebrospinal. So short notes on ventricles you can write, short notes on cerebrospinal fluid. It's the functions of cerebral spinal fluid and the composition of cerebrospinal fluid is very important. Lobes of the brain is this one. Development of the brain is called the notochord. From the notochord, ectoderm. Notochord means ectoderm, ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. From the ectoderm, brain is developing. Neural plate forming. It is forming the neural crew. The neural crew becoming a neural tube. So where the brain cells are coming from? From the ectoderm. In the intrauterine embryonic life. So it is very careful. The mother do not know she is pregnant, but brain started to develop at fast. Mother do not know she is pregnant. At the 4th week, the diencephalon is coming from the brain, both the side, disc appearance. Now cells are developing from that. First the neural tube, the front portion enlarge, become prosencephalon, mesencephalon, rhophencephalon. From the prosencephalon, diencephalon, chiancephalon, rhophencephalon, they are forming, converting into cerebral cortex, midbrain, hindbrain. Hindbrain, bones, medulla, cerebellum, becoming the hindbrain and spinal cord. All these vein is come foramen, ovale, foramen, ovale. There is a hole in the skull. There is a hole in the skull. It is coming. Clear? So you have learned about what is the brain. Brain is composed of neuronal cells. Brain have a two lobes. Brain have a cerebral cortex and mini brain and spinal cord. Forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Cerebral cells are called the cortex. Cortex is a grey in color because the neurons are present. And the middle of the cortex is the white in color, grey matter, white matter of the brain. And there is exchange that is called reticular formation. In the spinal cord, black matter inside, white matter outside because of exchange. Anatomical important, my left side affected, my right side hand is fallen down. Reticular formation. Then there are various types of lobes are present. In between ventricles are there, that's a ventricle. Each lobes there is the areas and functions are there in the brain. In the biggest lobe is the frontal lobe. There is a Broca's area, thinking, concentration, listening, and somatic area, motor area coming in the frontal lobe. Then will be hearing area coming in this one, occipital area coming in the visual area, and then in the front of the this one is area for the smell in the frontal area. Then in the this one cerebral motor sensory area, in the down there is a reasoning language center are present. Are you clear about the brain? Understand? Next class, madam will be teaching about how the blood supply of the brain. When the cardiac pumping, 15 to 20% of the blood going to only this much small area of the brain, 15 to 20. If 100 ml of blood is pumping, within a minute 5 liters pumping, na? Within 1 minute, cardiac cycle 0.8 seconds. Then within 1 minute, 5 liters of the blood is pumping. Each 100 ml, 20 ml of the blood is circulating to my, yes. Any doubt? Can you get the what? Your time to question. Give the mic. Use the mic. Mic. Use mic. I have mic.
Ma'am, what is the function of medulla oblongata?
This medulla oblongata, this area for respiration, area for digestion, this is the main area, midbrain, that area is affected, your respiratory center will be affected.
Respiratory center.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other doubt?
Any other doubt?
What are all the types? Write down the questions. What are all the questions? Define now, types of now, lobes of brain. Write down some questions from today's class. Functions of cerebrum. Functions of cerebrum. Functions of cerebellum. 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 Types of nerves. 4 types of nerves. You have to draw in your notebook. Unipolar, bipolar, pseudopolar, multipolar. 4 types of nerve cells are present in our body. Nerves. Parts of the nerve. Parts of neuron. Different types of neuron I told you. Unipolar neuron, bipolar neuron, pseudopolar neuron, multipolar neuron. With the example, draw that one. This is an important question will be asked to you. Types of neuron. Functions of cerebrum, functions of cerebellum. Written. Then, lobes of the brain. Draw the structure and lobes of the brain. Lobe of the brain, lobes of the brain. Write down the areas of the brain. What is defined corpus callosum written? What is hypothalamus? Location and weight of the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is located just down the thalamus. Thalamus is located just down the corpus callosum. In the hypothalamus cut down, two are present, pituitaries are present, anterior pituitary and the posterior pituitary. Short notes on the ventricles of the brain. Short notes on the ventricles of the brain. Short notes on cerebrospinal fluid. Short notes on cerebrospinal fluid. Write in short about the development of brain. Development of brain. Development of brain. Explain about the 12 cranial nerves. Explain about the 12 cranial nerve. Whenever you are writing, number 1 olfactory, number 2 optic, number 3 oculomotor, trigeminal, trochlear, like that you have to put Roman letter and write. Which is a sensory nerve, which is a motor nerve. Some nerves are sensory motor nerves. I have given the notes. Please study and come. Central nerves, 12 cranial nerves, madam will be asking tomorrow. That's what you have written. Functions of 12 cranial nerves. 12 functions of 12 cranial nerves. Define nucleoli. Define nucleoli. In my notes I have given answer, or if not also, in the deep portion of the brain, diencephalon, there is a bulk of grey matter is present. This grey, nucleoli. Nucleoli. There is a bulk of nerves are present in the deep diameter. There is a grey matter, that's called the nucleoli. Bulk of nuclei is called nucleoli, plural. What define reticular formation? The crossover in the medulla bones getting crossover. There is a network formation in the brain. Is called the reticular formation. So, this many things you have learned today. It is your responsibility. I have taken a class. Those who are absent live also they can connect it. Don't make me repeat the class. I am very busy principal also. I just come to take class for you. There are some anatomy teachers will be taking, but whatever I am taking, but blood supply of the brain I need exactly 2 hours. That's why please learn and come this. Then only I can continue tomorrow the blood supply of the brain. Is it okay? Not tomorrow, maybe my next class. But next class is the exam. Next class is the exam. Next week. Okay. Ask in mic.
Your notes, some words are not visible. Like
some words are not. You just a photocopy, point it and tell me in the group.
Okay, ma'am.
I will immediately reply. I am replying.
Okay, ma'am.
I have given and blood supply of the brain, and then we will see about the nervous system. We will see brain we have seen, and then blood supply of the brain and the nervous system. Okay? Then your exam date will be next week Tuesday. We will conduct the exam.
Tuesday. Next week.
Next week Tuesday. Heart circulatory system is the exam. Question will be ready. Okay? Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, off the light.
Anybody watch the live?
3 connected.